Hello everyone, you are watching Naresh IAS Academy YouTube channel. I am working on Rajasthan art and culture in English medium only. In Hindi medium, I have already discussed all the section of Rajasthan GK on the YouTube channel. And this is my next effort for the English medium students. And this is the next part on the Rajasthan cultures, because first of all I am taking topics from this section. I have already completed general studies question paper 1 and 2 on YouTube channel for the IAS mains exam, and you may contact for the offline classes. I realize there is a lack for the English medium students. So this is my effort to provide a concrete information through the video lecture series. Today's my topic is important fairs of Rajasthan. The important fairs, and we can classify the fairs of Rajasthan under which division. Some of the fairs are famous for their regional features. The regional fairs. Second, the religious fairs, either dedicated to the folk deities or Lok Devta and Lok Deviyan, or any god of the Hindu Sanskriti. A third is the Urs fairs in Rajasthan. These are the three broad categories through which I will discuss, and here through the Rajasthan map we can locate the important fairs, and it will make the presentation the more scientific. First of all, Rajasthan is very rich and prosperous in regional fairs and festivals. Geographically, Rajasthan is divided under the different regional factors like the Shekhawati region, the Marwar region, Mewar region, Hadoti region, the Brij and the Dundhad region. And the regional fairs we can locate first of all from the Hadoti side. You know, the Dasara festival of Kota is largest festival in throughout the Rajasthan. So this is the boundary of the Kota district, and the Dasara of Kota is famous in Rajasthan, and the Dasara fairs of Kota was started during the Madho Singh, the ruler of Chauhan clan in Kota, around 1635, when Madho Singh separated Kota from the remaining Hadoti region, where in the great victory of his memory he started the organization or celebration of the Dasara festival. So the Dasara festival of Kota is very famous in the Hadoti region, and again this is the geographical boundary of the Jhalawar district, and you know this is the Chandrabhaga festival. the Chandrabhaga festival in the Jhalawad district. Very important. The Chandrabhaga fairs is held in the Jhalawad district, and this is the boundary of the Baran district. Baran district, and in the some tehsil or territories of Baran district, Sahriya tribes reside. This is the homeland of the Sahriya tribes, where the tribes inhabited, and the Sahriya tribes celebrate the fairs of Sitabadi. So then the Sitabadi fairs is the Kumbh of the Sahriya tribes in the Baran district. So the Hadoti region is very rich in its regional fairs and the festival cultures. Now we can discuss some specific cultural features about the South Rajasthan, which is called the Mewar belt or the Mewar region. First of all, this is the Dungarpur district, and in the Dungarpur, a most important fairs is the Veneshwar, fairs of the Veneshwar in the Dungarpur district, also called the Veneshwar Dham, the pilgrims of tribesmen of the South Rajasthan, especially the Bhil tribes. The Veneshwar festival of the Dungarpur, and it is one of the largest fair in the across the Rajasthan, and this is called the Kumbh of tribes in throughout the Rajasthan, and generally it is held about the Magh month according to the Hindi calendar. So on the Magh month and the Magh Shukla Purnima. So this is the Hindi date, because in the RAS or the other exams held by the Rajasthan Public Service Commission, so these Hindi months and dates are generally asked in the question paper. So you have to practice to learn the date of these fairs. The Magh Shukla Purnima, on which date the Veneshwar festival is held at Dungarpur, and which is called the Kumbh of the tribals of the Rajasthan. Second, this is the boundary of or geographical area of the Chittorgarh district, and where the fairs of Johar, the Johar fair is very famous in Chittor, and you know Johar is a practice of the Rajput cultures, through which the Rajput women sacrifice their lives, and through which they maintain their glorious, proud and their cultural values without being surrendered before the enemies. So the Johar festival or Johar fairs is celebrated in the memory of or for the continuation of the Rajasthani cultures at the Chittor. And in the Banswara district, important, this is the Mangad Dham. This is the Banswara district, you know, and in Banswara district, Mangad is an important place. It is a historical date when the the rulers of Mewar ordered to firing over the tribesmen, and there was a great dispute in the history. I will discuss in detail in the history videos. And in this incident, some of the tribesmen were killed by the orders of the Mewar rulers, and in the memory of this event, the Mangad fairs is held annually. And next is in the Marwar region, we can discuss some important fairs. This is the geographical boundary of the Badmer, and where the Badmer district. This is a Tilwada region of the Badmer. Mallinath animal fair is held. So Mallinath basically the folk deity or the lok devta of this region, and here animal fair is held at the Badmer, which is called the fairs of Mallinath ji in Tilwada, Badmer. And also in the Bikaner region, then this is the geographical boundary of the Bikaner district, and where the Kapil Muni fair, the Bikaner Kapil Muni fair is held annually. You know, Kapil Muni, a great saint in the Hindu classical literature, and according to the Hindu mythology, who express the extreme knowledge about the God and relationship of God and the creation. So in this memory, the fair of Kapil Muni is organized in the Bikaner, particularly the Kolayat region of Bikaner. And in the Shekhawati region, this belt is also very rich, and mostly this is the Sikar district, and where the fairs of Jind Mata, a folk female deity, Lok Devi, Jind Mata fairs is held at the Sikar, and the festival of the Jind Mata is held twice in a year. And also the Bikaner is also famous for the celebration of some fairs in the memory of the Lok Devis or the female folk deities like the Karni Mata. You know, Karni Mata is a Lok Devi or female folk deity to the Rathod clans of the Bikaner, and the Karni Mata fairs and the Nagnechi Mata fairs, and these are the two important fairs of the Bikaner held twice in a year. And in the Nagaur region, this is the boundary of the Nagaur district, you know, where most of fairs are held, and one of the important is the animal fairs at the Parbatsar, Nagaur. And in the eastern Rajasthan, we can discuss, this is the animal fair of the Bharatpur district, you know, then animal fairs of the Bharatpur district, which is called the Jaswant animal fair. The Jaswant animal fairs of the Bharatpur is very important. And the adjacent district, this is the Karoli district, then the Karoli district of the Rajasthan, where the Kaladevi fair is held every year on Chaitra Shukla Ashtami. However, it started before some days and continue after this date, and mainly the crowd is gathered on that date, the Chaitra Shukla Ashtami. And the Kaladevi fair is famous for its crowd, due to which it is called, the Lakhi Mela, or the fairs of the millions of the peoples, and where the Languria dance or the Languria folk songs. The Languria is a styles of the folk dance and the folk songs too, and which are organized during the fairs. And this is the Ajmer region between the Nagaur and the Jaipur. Ajmer is famous for its the Pushkar fairs. Pushkar is a tehsil of the Ajmer district, and the Pushkar fair is famous in Rajasthan because this is one of the important place or fairs in which the foreigners join at the large scale, and it attracts the foreigners too much due to its some regional speciality. However, it is a animal fairs, but there are some other activities over the time have become the part of this, and this is organized mainly on the Kartik Purnima, and this is the Byawar Tehsil of Ajmer, where the fairs of Badshah, the Badshah fair is held in the Byawar region of Ajmer. And we can discuss some other fairs of Rajasthan. They have the particular the religious nature, in which the one of the important, this is the Goga Medi fairs in the Hanumangarh district. You know, this is the geographical region or boundary of the Hanumangarh district, and this is the Ganganagar district. Hanumangarh district, where the Goga Navami is celebrated by the followers of a folk deity or the Lok Devta Gogaji. Then on the Goga Navami is considered as the Bhadrapad Krishna Navami, and on which the festival is organized, and most of the peoples of the northern Rajasthan and the Sikhavati generally joins the festival. So many activities are run during the fairs. And the second branch of the Gogamedi fair is sometimes organized in the Sanchor region of the Jalore. This is the boundary of the Jalore district. So this is the second branch of the Gogamedi, or the which is called the Goga Oldie of the Sanchor, the Jalore or Jalore region, particularly Jalore region, and some geographical part is included in the Badmer region too. And this is the boundary of the Jaisalmer district, and Jaisalmer is famous for its the Ramdevra fairs. The Ramdev ji is a Lok Devta or folk deities, and the followers of Ramdev celebrate the Ramdev fairs. It is held at the Runecha blaze of the Jaisalmer, or and the other festivals again in the Nagaur region. Bir Tejaji is one of the most important Lok Devta of Rajasthan, and in his memory the Tejaji fairs is held Parbasan Nagaur. The basically is a animal fair, but it is celebrated in the memory of the Lok Devta, and generally it is started from the Shravan Purnima and continue till the Bhadrapad Amavasya. The Shravan Purnima to Bhadrapad Amavasya. And some of the other festivals we can discuss about the some regions like the Madhopur district, and this is the Sabai Madhopur district, you know, and the Sabai Madhopur district, the two important fairs, and this is the boundary of Sabai Madhopur district here, and two important festival, the Ranthambore region, where the fairs of Ganeshji, the Ganesh Mela, also called the Ganesh fair, is held, and second the Shivard fairs dedicated to the Lord Shiva. The Ganesh fair and Shivard fairs are celebrated in the Sabai Madhopur districts. Okay, and some other kinds of the religious fairs we can discuss about the Islamic cult. The three important Urs festival of fairs for the Islamic peoples are very important. One of the important is the Ajmer district, where the Chishti sect of Islam, the founder was Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti, and where the Khwaja Muinuddin Chishti Urs is started, and it is the largest horse in the Rajasthan. And second, this is the boundary of the Pali district, and where the Chotila Peer Urs in the memory of Peer Dulle Shah is held. The Chotila Peer Urs at the Pali district of Rajasthan, and in the Dungarpur district. In the Dungarpur district, this is the Galiakot Urs. The Galiakot Urs is very famous for the Bohara community of Rajasthan. The Bohara community of Rajasthan celebrate the Galiakot Urs. Okay, so these are the important fairs for the Islamic peoples and the Hindu peoples or Hindu Sanatan culture have the domination across the Rajasthan. So the fairs of the Rajasthan you can learn in this way, and most of the important fairs generally I have discussed, and you have to practice for learning the Hindi month, because if you have seen the previous year question paper, so RPSC generally have asked the one of the place the fairs is held at which place, in which district, on which date, and in the memory of which Lok Devta or the important great personalities, either it is a animal fair or a anything else. So if you learn this and if you will analyze this topic, or not only this topic, the other topics of the Rajasthan art and culture, then definitely it will be very helpful to you. Okay, thank you.